again. Buy them. Teespring.com.
Oh, shirts.
Yeah, shirts.
Hello, shirts.
Hello, shirts. You can wear them. It's winter. You need to. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. Where do you live? It's all dependent.
Maybe you're somewhere warm.
Maybe you need a shirt as a rag of sorts, or to wrap around your head to stay cool. They're multi-purpose.
Maybe you could still use the shirt to keep you from getting sunburned.
Or maybe you want to clean up a mess in your kitchen. Or perhaps you have a dog who likes to, run through towels in games of tug and the tug game. Tug of war. There it is.
Tug of war.
One of those, right?
Chad needs to go to bed.
Jack needs to shit the fuck up. Tug of war. These shirts are multi-purposed. One size may not fit all, but one shirt achieves all all necessary things.
we need the Flex Seal guy.
I don't think you can Flex Seal my brain back together. I think it's fucked. And if you want to buy any of these shirts, you can do so by going to teespring.com/store/nerdcorp. Buy them today. Or you're going to tell the world you hate puppies.
You want to do that? You got to tell the world you hate puppies?
You don't want to tell the world you hate puppies, so buy a shirt.
Exactly.
Blackmail, bitches. Impact X Division title match. Jake Crist loses to Ace Austin. Austin's really good. And he kind of showed that Jake maybe has some holes in his game that he might need to work on. But I love the look. Jake came out as a member of My Chemical Romance. Or was that the next night? Was that the next night? Either way, one of these nights he looked like a member of My Chemical Romance, which I thought was fantastic. So kudos to that. Any thoughts on the X Division title match? Because that one really doesn't have any talking points that I find relevant.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it was a solid matchup, but it was a thing.
It was a thing. Almost like, ooh, what you say? So next up, now I mentioned the little girls before because of Rob Van Dam and Katie Forbes. You had 3 or 4 under 10-year-olds, front row, opposite hard camera side. Then you have Katie Forbes strutting out in this one-piece bikini thing with her G-string so thin it was quite literally highlighting both of her ass cheeks simultaneously as she slapped them together in front of children. Might be a time and a place for that kind of behavior. Just throwing that one out there. You want to do it in a vignette on television, I'm fine with that, but in front of an actual family-friendly crowd, maybe don't fuck the rope.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Like, you got girls that still believe in Santa Claus sitting in front row seeing this stacked-up, bimbified wrestler chick slap her ass cheeks together. I'm just saying it's not exactly the best of looks. I'm not saying Katie Forbes has to change. I'm just saying maybe don't slap your ass cheeks together in front of children. I'm pretty sure that's a felony in 38 states. But not in Mississippi. I don't know why.
Because it's fucking Mississippi.
I mean, the first 4 letters of the name describe everything you need to know about this state. Miss. As in you can miss it. It's a state I don't even... Like, I know where Mississippi is. I think it's, like, under Missouri.
No, that's Louisiana.
That's Louisiana.
Mississippi's on the other side of...
So it's under Iowa?
Tennessee.
Oh.
Missouri's under Iowa.
When you said the other side, I thought you meant the other side of the Mississippi River. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on the eastern side of the Mississippi, on the river.
Yes. But yeah. I was right when I was saying, no, I'm sorry, I said Missouri. Oh, never mind, I'm done. I know all 50 states.
You don't know where they are, and that's fine.
Ask me what the state capital is of anywhere, and I'll tell you.
Missouri.
Springfield. Ask me another one. Watch how smart I am.
Colorado.
Springfield.
Alaska.
Springfield. No more?
New York.
Saskatoon.
Ah. Of course. Thought I could trick her with that one.
So yes, I would prefer Katie Forbes not slap her. Like, listen, she can slap her ass cheeks in front of me all she wants. Just don't do it when there's children present. You know, like a little bit of decency. I'm not even asking you to change your clothes, especially not when there's people present. Don't do that. That's a felony. But like, know your audience. Don't slap your ass cheeks in front of everyone when there's children. Especially young, impressionable little girls. Right there. In front of your left thigh. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Ask if Mother Teresa would do this. She wouldn't. She would wait until she got to the strip club later that night to do it. Like, we all know that. We all know that. So, this match was actually really good, but it was really short. This was one of those matches I thought could have been longer and would have been a lot better if it was a no DQ match, but I guess they're saving that. Van Dam wins by DQ after, if I remember correctly, Katie Forbes gets Rhino. No, I'm sorry. Rhino gores Rob Van Dam through a table to get the DQ.
Yes, and
that was actually a great fucking ending because I was like, oh, yeah, Rob brings the table in, gonna use it. Rhino ends up, reversing it and drops Van Dam through it instead and gets DQ'd, and it was a great ending. I actually like that really much. So,
yeah, real good. Makes Rob Van Dam look like a genius. Mm-hmm. The one thing the thing that pissed me off the most about this match, I thought the match was fine. I've never given a shit about Rob Van Dam, but the match was fine. The thing that just bugged the hell out of me was, and shocking, Josh Matthews being terrible on commentary.
What?
Like that's fucking new. Like, it was, like he kept trying to talk about how RVD is not using his signature moves because and that's a very heelish thing to do, especially when you're someone like Rob Van Dam, where your signature moves are what people come to see when they come to see you. They come to see Rolling Thunder. They come to see a Van Terminator. The thing that pissed me off is that Josh kept trying to make a point that had Rob Van Dam hit these moves, he might have already put Rhino away, but he couldn't get it out because he sucks. And Don Callis just kept berating him. It was like, "Oh, you're such a fan. You're a Rob Van Dam fanboy. He doesn't have these moves." It was, especially after the Van Terminator, it was very simple for him to just be like, had Rob Van Dam hit the Van Terminator right here, right now, he could have pinned Rhino 1, 2, 3. The match would have been over. And then Don Callis says, he does a whole argument of he doesn't need to use it. It's like, if he had, he would have won right here, right now. The match would have been over.
I agree with that. I think their message was obvious but not clear. I do believe they're trying to go with he's refusing to hit his signature moves, and that's costing him because these moves are proven winners. But yes. I think a lot of the pontificating and the desire to be funny or to be engaging, which is not always an easy thing to do. We know this. We do fucking 30 hours of podcast recordings a week. It's not exactly the easiest thing in the world. But I think in the attempt to be clever, they mixed and lost the message.
Yeah, it would have been just a simple point for Josh to say he may not need to use these moves, but he's won countless titles with them.
Or you could just even say he's never really wrestled a style that didn't incorporate his moves.
That too. He's spiting the fans, and he's spiting the other wrestlers who copy his moves. And I get that and that's a brilliant heel thing, but it's also the point is, he has used these moves his entire career, and that's all he's known. Now he's in new territory where he doesn't do what he normally does to win a match. So what does he do to win a match now? And then that's when the genius comes in of, I'm going to bring in a table and cause Rhino to DQ himself. And if there was such a better announced team, that would have come across so much better.
I see the merits on both these guys. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I feel like they're more focused on trying to be funny or clever as opposed to telling a story.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons why I love Matt Stryker's, because he gets very, not just poetic, but very, he likes to make things into a soliloquy. He likes to add gravitas and ambiance to what he's talking about. And it always made it feel like you're listening to like a 1960s baseball announcer on the radio, whose entire job is to paint a picture with his words. And I love that kind of commentary, and I think it works best in wrestling. But Josh Matthews, he's a broken little boy. And he even mentioned on, I don't know if it's this show or the next show, he even mentioned, he got scolded. I think it was by Scott. Hey, kid, you got to learn to call these moves by their name. And Josh goes, I used to call all these moves by their names in the other company, but I got yelled at all the time for doing it. So I don't know if all that fucking tenure with Vince really fucked him up as an announcer, but, you got to do better, kid. Got to do better.